In example 9, we're going to evaluate each power without using a calculator. So in this question, we're going to look at our exponents. We're going to take care of our negative exponents. We're going to take care of our fractional exponents in order to work these questions out. So 36 to the power of negative 1/2. I always like to deal with that negative exponent first. So I know that means write the reciprocal of the base, 1 over 36. Then my exponent on my 36 goes positive 1 over 2. We know that the square root and exponent 1/2 mean the same thing. So I'm looking at that denominator. That's telling me what root to take, in this case, square root. And then 36 into the power of 1. So if I evaluate the square root of 36, I get 6. So 36 to the power of negative 1/2 is 1 over 6. Part B, we have a fraction now to a negative exponent, so I'm going to take care of that negative exponent first. Because it's a fraction, I'm writing the reciprocal of 1 over 8. That's 8 over 1. My exponent goes positive. So 8 over 1, remember, is the same as 8 to the power of 1/3. 3 is going to be my index now for my radical. 1 is going to be my exponent on my 8. Now I need to find the cube root of 8. 8 to the power of 1 is 8, and the cube root of 8 is 2. Part C. Again, we have this negative exponent. So I'm going to take my base, which is 8, and I'm going to rewrite that as 1 over 8. My exponent on my 8 now becomes positive 2 over 3. 1 stays in my numerator. In my denominator, 3 becomes my index in my radical. 8 becomes my radicand, and then I'm going to hold on to my squared and do that last. So the cube root of 8 is 2. Square the 2, 1 over 2 squared becomes 1 over 4. Alternatively, you could have written this as 1 over the cube root of 8 squared. If you do the squared first, you'll get 1 over the cube root of 64. 8 squared is 64. Then the cube root of 64 is 4. So you end up with the same answer whether you cube root the 8 first or you square the 8 first. Part D, another fractional exponent with a negative exponent. Fractional base, with a negative exponent. So if I see that negative exponent, I'm taking care of that first. I'm going to take the reciprocal of the base, so 9 over 16 becomes 16 over 9 to the power of 3 over 2. So I'm going to take the square root of 16 over 9, and I'm going to put this all to the power of 3. I know the square root of 16 without a calculator. I know the square root of 9 without a calculator. So I prefer to do the square root first. You could cube the 16, but if we're doing this without a calculator, unless we're really fast at 16 times 16 times 16, square root is the easiest way to go. So the square root of 16 is 4. The square root of the denominator, the square root of 9 is 3. Don't forget, all of this is cubed. We cube the numerator, we cube the denominator. 4 cubed is 64, 3 cubed is 27. Final answer. Example 10 is a your turn, so I'm going to let you have some time now to do example 10. Example 11 and 12 are included for your interest. You can read through those and the solutions will be posted in your notes. We're ready to move on to section 4.6.